so you never miss me going live each and every day. Come walk with me everywhere in the world. This is my wellness quest. I am Steve Klein. Had some health issues. Almost died taking Advil. Vomited blood went through me in 2 different ways. It was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. They didn't know if I had cancer or stomach or sorry, they're playing ball over here. They didn't know if I had cancer, God forbid, or an ulcer. I didn't have any of that. And, but they did tell me if I didn't get on Nexium that I could. So I listened to them. Went on Nexium for 10 years, which I don't think they recommend that anymore, with side effects of bone loss and all kinds of stuff, and started looking to natural ways to get off of that. Found ginger and turmeric. As many of you guys know, went to Whole Foods, started getting it, and I felt better. But then I saw some people blogging naturopaths about this high impact ginger and turmeric and muscadine that was lab tested not once but twice independently from the ground up, from the soil to where it's grown. And it was the full root cooked at a low heat. Ginger and turmeric I'm talking about as well. And so the nutrition, it was cooked at a low heat for a long period of time. So nutrition stays in there. That's why it's high impact. And got some serious results and have not been on medicine since. It's been years. So I've had this wellness quest journey, and part of it's walking. Always been walking. Started walking on our wellness quest this past fall. And my goal was to do 10,000 steps because I kept researching what that would do. And I saw people, we had an app called the Step Up app that we all used to motivate each other. And we communicate some people with messages. And people were doing 10 miles. I said, can I do that? And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I started doing 10 miles this past fall. We had a really bad winter here in Boston. And my intention was to keep walking like in the malls and stuff, but it didn't happen. So I started going live on this. This way I can be accountable and have an audience, and we can inspire each other to come walk wherever we are in the world and get moving a little bit, work on our intentions of being healthier and our wellness quest. So this is my personal one, obviously, but I do invite people to join me. Like tonight, I'm having a wellness call on this 9 week. I do it in between as well, but 9 week actual wellness quest that we're all accountable to each other. It's complimentary, totally, and we go on a Zoom. We're going to Zoom tonight about 7:30 East Coast time, and people check in. They share with what they're working on, and it could be from like walking to weight loss to keto to sharing recipes to weightlifting to whatever it might be. We just all come together, and half of it's just showing up. Like I'm showing up right now. It's really brutally hot here in Boston, and I'm a balloon artist. I was out last night making balloons for the World Cup. It was exciting at a Brazilian BBQ. Big shout out to Foca de Chao. And ate late there too. Matter of fact, I woke up this morning a little hungry, and I was like, "Am I really hungry or is it thirsty?" I'm not hungry now, so I think it was thirsty. And I don't get on the scale every day. I know I discussed that. I just had to get on the scale. The scale, one of those old-fashioned scales, was moving a little bit, and I said, "Okay, I overate because I spoke about it yesterday. Nothing's perfect if you're not following the macros and stuff on keto, but I definitely overeat the meats, and that was kind of a treat. So I love it. But I know that somehow on keto, if you eat too many meats, it becomes like carbs in your body. It kind of changes the science of it a little bit. And so I knew the scale was moving a little bit. So I know that I'm not worried about that, as I discussed before, but I'm just being aware of it because in keto, definitely you lose inches before you lose weight. And I'm sure with the salt in it, salt is important a little bit. That might have added some water weight to me, who knows? But all good stuff. But it is definitely hot today. It's going to the 90s here in Boston. I think this is the last day. It's still going to be hot this week, but I think it's going to cool down. We've been on such a heat wave early. It's been insane. We went from the spring, which still had the heat on. It was like we had no spring to like hot, like the middle of July. It's just been unbelievable. And I definitely had burnt the back of my neck. I talked about that too. And today I put the SPF 30 on for sure. I got like a more natural one on Amazon, and I put it all over the face because it's brutal. But um, got to watch all those things. And again, when I did burn on the burns, I have a natural silver that I have with liquid. I spray bottle it, it cools it off, and then I put the gel on top, and I use the muscadine seed oil that you also ingest for my health, which helps me with so many things from blood flow to digestion to weight loss to many things. But I also put it on my skin afterwards because it's such a high ORIC score on the reversal of oxidation. It's unbelievable. So I use that, and it really makes it better, which is amazing. It's like magic. So, but we all know the sun is strong, and I don't really want to burn again, right? So definitely got to look at that's all part of our wellness and watching what we do. So today on the call, I don't know what topic we're going to talk about, because it's always about what people want to talk about. I asked the teams, if you guys are listening to this on the team, I'd love to hear from you before 7:30, because again, it's about all of us. But I know that Mike Avery has been chatting about having lots of pains and stuff like that on this hard tissue area. So I don't think I've done a health survey with him, and maybe we can do one because we haven't done one live with everybody. And that'll be taped. It'll be aired here on YouTube on Monday, most likely tomorrow. So, but anybody's welcome to send me an email with their full name, where they're from. They can join the quest or come in as a visitor. It's complimentary. And I think that you'll find it interesting. If not, you can definitely hit subscribe, right? And notification bell. You'll know every time we come on here, and you can watch it. You can watch last week's. It's all on here. And that way you can see what it is. I'm not a doctor, not making claims, but this was made by 500 Naturopaths, and it goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar, and digestion. And it really tracks things that are going on. It speaks to you. Pretty amazing. And what they say is what's going on the outside is what's going on the inside of the body, right? So on it. So anyway, this is the second time I've been on that I don't have anybody chatting live. I usually always do. So it's interesting, but I'd love to hear from you where you're from. And I hope that, you come walk with me wherever you are in the world and get moving a little bit. It makes such a difference with your wellness. Again, today, it's brutally hot. I showed up anyway. How about you? You know what I'm saying? It's about being consistent, making that decision. And of course, I'm not going to dangerously walk a ton here, and I might go to the mall later on. I'm not going to overly push it. Definitely going to be hydrated, right? That's key. And just got to make sure that, whatever your goals are, you got to make sure it suits you. I know that I talk about the 10,000 steps in the 10 miles. It may not be your goal immediately, and that's fine. You got to start someplace, right? And that's the point. So something's better than nothing. So with that said, like I said, very hot in Boston. I'm going to cool out, and I'm looking forward to tonight's call. Big shout out to Joanne in Hawaii. Happy birthday, Joanne. I know you'll be watching this later on, and I hope you do something well. I know she's taking care of herself always, and she's always on here. And big shout out to all you other folks that have been watching on here. Now we had hit 193 the other day. I think we went down by one. It happens, but just make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell only if this information is for you. We want the right people following our avatar and being part of this. That's the point. I have other stations on other topics, but this is my wellness quest and your wellness quest. So come walk with me wherever you are in the world. Make the decision to take your health seriously. Your health is your wealth. Your health is everything, no matter what's going on. And it's hot out here in Boston. How about where you're at? Where you at? And we'll see you guys tomorrow on the live. And folks that send me an email, they can join tonight. I look forward to seeing you on the call. You guys have a good one. Stay cool. Over and out. Keep it moving, everybody.